Hi, this is Rick Eymer, sports editor at the Palo Alto Weekly, and we're here today with Aiden Israelski, a football player at Menlo School. Last week against the Kings Academy, he rushed for 189 yards, scored twice on the ground and once through the air, and they beat actually not their former coach, but their former rival coach at the Kings Academy 28-0. And he's our athlete of the week this week, and let's just talk about that performance against the joust.
Kings Academy is always a fun one to play. They have a lot of talent, and I went out there, just did my job, did what the coaches asked me to do, defensively, offensively, and hit the right gaps. And my offensive line played great, opened big holes for me, and I just hit it.
Yeah, well, that's part of the formula. You were mentioning that this is your first year as a running back, and you over the summer you did a lot of work. What was involved in that?
Yeah, so I did a lot of footwork and scheme work with our ex-running back Charlie Ferguson, who's now doing bigger and better things at Middlebury. And we worked a lot with schemes, hitting the right holes, being patient with the ball, and that's something that I've really tried to do this year. And it's helped me become a better running back.
Now, when you say you be patient with the ball, you're talking about waiting to see where the holes are and things like that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm waiting for the holes to develop, blockers to pull, and just looking where the linebackers are flowing, and just playing a smart version of football, which is what we do at Menlo, because we're a smart school.
That's right. You also have a new quarterback too this year. That I know he got some time last year, but how's Emilio? How's he been doing?
Emilio's been doing great. I've had him since freshman year as a quarterback, and he played great his sophomore season on JV. He led him to he started 9 games and won all 9. Unfortunately, he got injured on that last one. And I fully trust him, and he's been doing great in practices. He's putting in work, following Coach Ward's orders, and working with Coach Newton to become more technically sound. And he's really improved since even just earlier this summer.
Yeah, and that's Coach Mark Newton is a former Menlo School quarterback, so he's with record-breaking performances. Just looking at the Palo Ocean Division, what does it look like from here on out?
Yeah, so obviously this week we have South San Francisco, and then we got Sequoia, and those are 2 big physical teams. I know a lot of kids on both teams, and there'll be dogfights. Hopefully our defense can have the success that we've had up until this point, and then after that we got Woodside for homecoming, which is always a fun one. And then end the year with Hillsdale, who's I think 5-0 right now, and they're doing great things over there. So that'll be a fun fight against the Knights.
Yeah, another Knights. That's right. That's the joust, by the way. Knights against Knights, Kings Academy. You mentioned the defense, and it's been really solid, probably better than I've seen it in a couple of years. What's going on there?
Yeah, well, Coach Todd Smith is he's a voodoo expert. He manipulates. He says he can't manipulate the other team, but and sometimes I think he can. He puts us in the best positions to make plays, and if we just do our jobs and really learn the schemes, I don't think a team can really do anything against us.
Yeah. So I know you've had some touchdown runs. You've had a pass reception. What would it be like to get a pick 6?
Pick sixes are awesome. I had one last year against Carlmont in non-league season, and if I get another one, I'll be hyped. It'll be great. But a touchdown's a touchdown, right? Get it any way you can.
Exactly. I know that people get real excited about those kind of acts on. And then I saw the picture of you and blanking on his name, the guy that caught the other touchdown pass, Xavier. Having a great time in the end zone. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
So
Xavier.
Yeah. So you've never been a running back anywhere else until this year, or?
Yeah. Before this year, I was never running back. I've always been a receiver, and like a slot receiver at that. So it was I played a little bit last year. They kind of just threw me in because we didn't really have another running back, and this year they just since I was back up last year, they put me this year, and they're like, let's see what you can do. And I worked all summer to get better at being a running back, and I'm hoping it pays off for the rest of the season.
Yeah, well, certainly against the Kings Academy. That's Aiden Israelski, our athlete of the week this week, and congratulations.
All right, thank you.
And if you'd like to find out who our next week's athlete of the week will be, just click on that subscribe button down below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.